Today's one of those days that could go off the rails real quick. I need to go from Chadron, Nebraska, where I'm standing right now, to Sioux City, Iowa. It's about 375 miles. The problem is there's a line of storms coming through the Sioux City area that I either need to get ahead of or avoid completely. So there may be a change of plans. I may need to stay in O'Neill, Nebraska tonight or some other place. I have no idea what's going to happen, but we got to go find out. Let's go to Sammy's. Gas and liquor. Somehow those two things just go together. Anyway, some of you have asked what my fuel economy is looking like these days. So, trip 2, I've gone 1,462 miles so far, and I am averaging 63.9 miles per gallon. That's pretty good. Not to mention the fact that this will run on basically tar. You can just pour whatever you want in it and it'll run. I use 87. And it seems to be doing the trick. So, that's the gas report. I'm getting some gas. I'm getting some gas. See, when you're on the road for a long time, you start singing to yourself and you start making up songs, even if they're about getting gas. Oh my God, how do I even pay here? That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all. Yeah, I'm gonna move on to some place where I actually trust the gas and not where they found it on the side of the road or got it when it fell off the back of a truck or something like that. All right, let's go get some real gas. There's our Kanoko. I'm getting some gas. If you don't go a little batshit crazy on a trip like this, you're doing it wrong. Bro, I don't want a car wash today, bro. No, bro. No, I said no, bro. Oh, dear God. All right, now we're getting gas. Fuel prices today, if you're wondering, are $4.33, well, let's call it $4.34 per gallon. That might be the lowest I've found so far on this trip. What a country. All right. Can I ride now? All right, goodbye. 377 miles to go. It should take me about 6 hours and 15 minutes or so, plus an hour or two for dilly-dallying. And I've got that storm to worry about that's blowing through Sioux City. Last I checked, there was potential of large hail, severe thunderstorms and wind and all kinds of stuff like that. And maybe even, just for fun, we'll throw in a tornado or two. So I'm probably going to do my best to try to avoid that shit, as one does. Off we go. I'll keep you updated as the day goes on. There should be a good one. Or it just could be completely boring. I am riding almost the entire day through Nebraska. Now, if you've ever ridden through Nebraska, which I have not, you might know that Nebraska is not the most entertaining ride that has been bestowed upon us as motorcyclists. From all of my research, everyone tells me this is the most boring thing you could possibly want to do. I don't get bored very easily, so I'm looking forward to it. We're going to listen to some music. We're going to talk philosophy. We're not going to do that, but we're going to have fun. A lot of people might think that riding through Nebraska like this would be incredibly boring. And I'm here to tell you, you're absolutely right. There's not a lot going on out here. You got an American flag every once in a while. That's about it. I still love it though. I could ride roads like this for hours, which is a good thing because, well, I'm going to be riding roads like this for hours. I just checked the radar, and I'm not seeing too much going on over in Sioux City right now. There's some stuff off to the north of me, and I think there's a little bit going on to the south, but right now Sioux City looks fairly clear. That could change in a heartbeat, and that's what they're expecting today. It's going to be clear for a little while, and then all of a sudden all hell's going to break loose. From what I'm gathering, that's going to happen about 4 p.m. today, which if I'm looking at my thingamajiggy here, my arrival is set for 4:27. Now I'm going to be crossing a time zone, so that's actually 5:27. The window of shittiness, as I like to call it, appears to be between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. Sioux City time. So, you got that going for me. Anyway, I forgot I wanted to tell you something about some of the technology that I'm riding with today. And if you're one of these folks who's anti-technology and stuff like that, plug your ears for a minute. You're not going to like this. But I was going through my service plan on my phone the other day, and I noticed that T-Mobile is offering this thing called T-Satellite. I think other carriers have something similar in the United States, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, T-Mobile has this thing called T-Satellite. It's $10 a month. And what it means is, when you go off the cellular network, like in the middle of nowhere here, which I'm gonna probably about to go off the network in about 5 minutes, it switches over to satellite. Now the iPhone has satellite already built in, but this is different. This actually lets you make phone calls. You can use WhatsApp if that's something that you use. You can use Google Maps. You can listen to music. You can get weather forecasts, all kinds of stuff. Certain apps work with this service, with the satellite service, and it's $10 a month, and it's amazing. Like, I had no idea it even existed until I was flopping through trying to get rid of stuff on my plan, and I saw this option. I'm like, $10 a month for essentially a satellite phone that'll replace my Garmin InReach, and I can listen to music and get maps anywhere in the country, and send text messages and receive text messages. Count me in. So I signed up, and I've used it a bunch of times now. When I was going through like Yellowstone and everything, I actually placed a phone call to Ladybug using a satellite from my phone, and that service is $10 a month. What a country. You can't beat that. Anyway, to all the technophobes, you can unplug your ears now. I've stopped talking about technology. I've got 35,000 more miles to go on this road, and there's the porta potty. I think I can make it to the next one. Is there a Starbucks around here? Welcome to Valentine, Nebraska, home of the world's most vile gas station cheeseburger. Well, it wasn't just a cheeseburger, it was a mac and cheese burger. It had macaroni and cheese and bacon. Did I forget to mention that? Absolutely vile. 5 stars, though. Would eat again. Anyway, I just checked the radar, and here's the situation in Sioux City. There is a giant bag of bullshit to the north of the city. There is a small pocket of WTF just south of the city. Right now, the city is okay. But I'm still, 3-4 hours away from the city? Something like that? 3 hours? I don't know, cities. By the time I get close enough that it doesn't make sense to turn back, then I'll really know what the weather's going to be like. So I have a couple of bailout points coming up ahead. I'm going to stop at each one of those, check the radar, get a sense. I have until 4 p.m., which is 2 hours from now, to cancel the hotel reservation in Sioux City. That's the situation. Oh, the drama. Can you feel the tension? I can't. I don't really care. I'm either going to stay in Sioux City or O'Neill or Ainsworth or someplace. Who cares? I'm about 20 minutes away from O'Neill, Nebraska. And that's where we're going to make our final call as to whether we're pushing forward or failing and staying in Nebraska's most Irish town. I don't know. I think that's their claim to fame. We'll see when we get there. The other thing I need to do when I get to O'Neill might be kind of obvious to you. I gotta clean this face shield because all I can see is a layer of dead bugs. Wait until you see the front of the bike, the windscreen and the headlight. I don't like to wash the windscreen when I'm on a tour. I like to just let it collect what it's going to collect and then wash it when I get home. It's kind of like a badge of honor. It's kind of like a karate belt that you don't wash. I don't know. I collect dead bugs. Alright, let's check the radar. So we're in O'Neill. There's Sioux City. Over there. Looks like we got some stuff coming up from the south. All the stuff from the north is staying north. Sioux City right now is clear as a bell. And it's 4:17 Central Time. So if the storms were coming through Sioux City, they'd be there by now. Or at least they'll be there soon. And we still have 2 hours and 7 minutes to go before we get to Sioux City. So that puts us at about 6:30, which I think we're in the clear. Now, I've said this before and was sorely mistaken, but we'll see what happens. All right, it's time to clean this helmet. I've got a little cleaning kit that I carry with me. And it's basically this little arrow stitch pouch that I picked up on my last cross-country trip when I stopped in Duluth. And it's very handy. It's got some Windex in it, so I can just apply a coat of the Windex. I'm not sure if Windex is the best thing to be using on a helmet, but that's all I got. So normally what I do at the end of every day is I put the helmet on a table. I get a face cloth and I soak the face cloth in hot water. And then I lay the face cloth over the shield and just let it set for half an hour or whatever. And that just loosens everything up. It's kind of gross for the face cloth, but it works like a charm to get all of the dead bugs and everything off the helmet. And now I've got this microfiber cloth that comes with the little kit. Give it a wipe. This isn't going to be a thorough cleaning by any stretch of the imagination, but like Abraham Lincoln once said, it's good enough for government work. I don't know. So we're going to push on to Sioux City. I think this is the last opportunity you're going to get to find a hotel. So it's Sioux City or bust. There may be one other little town, but I'm not really sure. I think we're going to be fine. Again, I've said this before. Let's go. I'll see you in a few. Well, I'm 5 miles outside of my resting place for the evening in Sioux City. And it turned out today was relatively uneventful. About 20 miles back, I almost hit a bunny. That's about the extent of the excitement for today. The weather remains pretty much perfect. Maybe a little windy here and there, but otherwise, pretty perfect. It got a little warm, so I took my jacket off and I'm wearing my Royal Enfield Himalayan 450 motocross shirt with my Pando Moto CE AAA rated under jacket thingy underneath it. And I couldn't be cooler. I mean, you know, cool like, hey, but I mean like temperature-wise also. Nice and cool. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm almost there. Tomorrow I got a big day ahead of me. We're going to head down to, well, you'll see when we get there. So have a watch on the playlist so far of this trip. And over here is another video about something or other. And I'll catch you on the next one.